guys, from another DJs BrewTube Beer Reviews. Time to review one of my very favorite barrel-aged beers that I wait for each and every year. Sometimes it changes a little bit here and there depending upon what the brewery's mood is and what brewery are we acquiring said beer that I anticipate every year to pour down my neck. We have one from Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City, Missouri, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them today? We have their Rye-On-Rye 6 variant. This is a rye beer. It's a limited serving. It's clocking it at 12.9% ABV and 16 IBUs. Now, this beer is one of my very favorites. I review it as often as I can, or I can remember without drinking them all before I do so. But you're not surprised about shit like that either, are you? So, let's talk about ingredients in this beer. We'll start out with hops, because this beer's got a shit ton of ingredients. Then we'll get into the whole 6 thing and the Templeton Rye and all that like you see on the box here. Anywho, for hops, they're using Magnum, Citra, and Styrian Goldings. And for malt or fermentables, they're using pale rye, Munich, Cara 50, crystal rye, dextrose, and brown sugar. And to ferment all of that awesomeness, they're using a Scotch ale yeast strain. Now, this beer has been aged for 10 months in 6-year-old Templeton Rye whiskey barrels. Now, they usually use Templeton Rye whiskey barrels, but they're maybe not the 6-year-old variant. They're, 4 years, 2 years, whatever. This is all 6-year, and this beer is 100% barrel aged. Usually, it's mostly barrel aged with a blend of fresh beer in it. This is all barrel aged. I'm pretty fucking psyched on this one. I don't drop much F-bombs, but I'm ready to drink this bad boy, so it's time to pop the top on this bad boy, get in the snapper, and tell you what's up with Boulevard Brewing Company's Rye-On-Rye number 6. Hell yes. Smokestack series and tons of smoke rising from this stack to the occasion. Obsessively collectible Boulevard Crown. Hell yes. Alright, let's get in the snifter here. I'm ready to drink. Man, more cannon smoke coming out. Yeah. Wow, already looks darker than I remember. Reminds me of the color of Rye-On-Rye, which is a beer I adore. I hope they come out with it again in bottle format. I love that one. That one is real super crunk juice. Anywho, enough flapping my gums. Let's talk about the appearance. It is a gorgeous, clear garnet color. Tons of active bubbles coming up from the bottom. We've got a solid one-finger head of super duper tightly packed, microscopic, sort of khaki-colored bubbles when I swirl it. Yeah, we're getting tons of alcohol, like just scratching down the inside of that snifter. Look at that beautiful liquid in the glass. You know you want to drink it too, don't you? Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to have to smell it first. So let's dive in for that aroma. Big rye whiskey and vanilla up in your face. Barrel char, tons and tons of smells like whiskey smoked pipe tobacco, whiskey soaked pipe tobacco. Bit of chocolate. Man, after that, a little bit of licorice in the back end. Tons and tons of caramel and vanilla, burnt brown sugar. But it's all about that rye whiskey and a deep, deep vanilla note and spice coming after that. I'm assuming from the rye whiskey and rye malt. Maybe that's where I'm getting that sort of licorice aroma as well, is from the rye malt. Maybe that's what I was picking out before. But man, this smells like a delicious marriage of sweet, malty liquid and freaking rye whiskey. Let's dive in, guys. Cheers! Hell yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Damn. Nice glass lacing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm waiting for that every year when it comes out. This year, man, that 100% barrel aged and the 6-year-old whiskey barrels, man, it's definitely intensified the rye whiskey flavor, the spice in there, and it's definitely complementing that, big malt bill they're putting on the bottom of this with those sweet notes built up. And we're not talking about a bunch of hop presence here, but you do get a little bit of citrus notes and a decent amount of earthiness. This beer sellers like a freaking champ. I'm going to do a big vertical of this one year. They used to only have this in 750 ml bottles that I could acquire anyway. And back in the day, I have a big range of these I'm going to have to crush with some friends because, yeah, that's a lot of crunk juice. But, man, this reminds me a lot of Rye on Rye on Rye. I still prefer the Rye on Rye on Rye because that's just, yeah, Rye on Rye on Rye. But, man, this is freaking delicious, not to detract from it at all. Nice vanilla notes, those tobacco notes that were in the aroma are definitely transferring into the flavor. And tons of burnt brown sugar. I'm going to freaking enjoy finishing this beer, no doubt. So, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to grade this beer. At time recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 4.32 out of 5, so that's definitely A to go into that A+ range. And Untapped is giving this 4.22 out of 5, definitely A+ range. I'm going 98 myself, A+. I'm saying 98 because I know this gets better. It's got awesome mouthfeel. The alcohol is really super well hidden, stay a little warming in the chest. But, man, definite A+ beer. I'd buy it again. Duh. And I'd drink it again because you know there's multiple reviews of Rye on Rye on this channel. So, have you had Rye on Rye 6, any other vintage, whatever you want to opine about, let me know what you know because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. And it is exceedingly cool when you do me a great big favor and you rate, comment, subscribe, especially if it's your first time with us. And if you can get around to it, help me, jack those Google metrics up and get some views and all that shit. You know what you got to do. Are you ready for it? That's right. You love smashing that like button because that, along with one bottle for right now, is all, well, I say right now, maybe two, but we'll see. Rye on Rye 6 is all I'm going to need tonight to put my big-ass Boulevard beer drinking happy face on. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of thank yous for y'all watching, and you know what's coming for you by now. That's right, you're ready for it. Hell yes. A big peace out!